Well, we come to know by now that Rip City is a way of life, and that's why the Blazers are excited to continue the Rip City Resident Club exclusively for Trailblazers fans near and far. Rip City Resident membership, including a T-shirt, water bottle, ID badge, lanyard, keychain, bottle opener, pennant, and special offers. Plus, you can check out the all-new Rip City Resident Junior Club for kids. Become a Rip City Resident or Resident Junior by visiting trailblazers.com/Rip City Resident. Trailblazers Courtside continues. Our thanks again to Trailblazers President and CEO Chris McGowan. And now we are joined by another distinguished guest, Blazers rookie Pat Connaughton, who just finished his first summer league. Pat, Brian Wheeler, Antonio Harvey, tell us how you felt about the being with the guys and a 3-3 record for everybody. But what was the experience like for you to get to really your first taste of NBA basketball?
First of all, thank you very much for having me on the show. And, it was great. It's something that, playing Summer League, playing the NBA, everything's something that you dream about. And then to be able to share it with a group of guys that, went through a Summer League training camp together and really learned a way about Rip City that we hadn't known prior to.
Talk to me about the learning curve. And obviously there's still more to be learned, but the short learning curve you had from, college senior to NBA Summer League, and now the curve that's going to happen from NBA Summer League to NBA player. How big is that curve, and what are you looking most forward to in terms of learning how to be an NBA player?
Well, you can always learn. Whether you're a rookie or whether you're a veteran, there's always going to be new things and new ways that the NBA adjusts to. Look at it this year when they went a little smaller and there were, more shooters on the floor at one time. So there'll always be things to learn. There'll always be things that you can develop and become better at. And for me, it's a matter of learning as much and learning them as well as I can, as quick as I can. And for me, it's about talking to the coaches, whether I'm on the floor or whether I'm on the bench. It's about talking to the coaches after practice, talking to the players that have been there. Just a matter of intaking all the information you can so that you can digest it. And, even on the days that you're not in Portland or the days that, are quote-unquote recovery days, you're still thinking it and you still have it on your mind so that you can, put your best foot forth when you get an opportunity and when, the season comes around.
Pat, I think a lot of people that have kind of started to learn about you know that you're a terrific baseball player, that could be a career if you decided to pursue that. What was it about basketball that kind of gave you the inkling that you wanted to give the NBA a full shot?
I wasn't going to give the NBA a full shot until I was drafted by Portland. Just the way it is. So
that really determined your course of action for you then?
Yeah, no, it was basketball is something that I've always loved. And to be a part of the Portland Trail Blazers and a part of Rip City is something that, with the basketball culture that they have there, makes it even better. It's a game that I've played since I was a, kid. Baseball was as well, but at the end of the day, when you look at the tools that you need to succeed in basketball, it was a now or never thing.
When I talk to fans who watch Summer League games, the things that kept coming up when they talked about you were tenacity, high motor, and great skill set. What are some of the other things you want to be able to bring to the table when the regular season starts?
For me, it's always been, winning plays. I think the winning mentality, because those things don't always show up on the stat sheet, but they're as important, if not more important, than some of the things that do show up on stat sheets. So it's a matter of being a great locker room guy, being a great teammate, being a guy that's willing to, do the dirty work, quote unquote, and also, improve on the things that do show up on the stat sheet. Improve at passing, improve at defense, improve at shooting, improve at everything. It's just the way. It's your life, it's your profession. It's something that, we have the best job in the world, and I'm fortunate enough to be in this position.
Now, the Blazers, of course, wouldn't want to put any undue pressure on you going into your rookie season, but I have heard President of Basketball Operations Neil O'Shea mention that with Myers Leonard getting married this summer, that he predicts you will be the new heartthrob for Blazer female fans near and far. And the informal poll that I've taken of a few of those folks in the female population of Blazer Nation say they love your hair the length that it is now. But I see a lot of the old highlights of your college days. It was shorter, and I know you've been quoted already as saying that you might be cutting it at some point. Now, this could disappoint a lot of folks. I mean, what will go into this big decision for you?
Well, I'll take everything into decision. You definitely just made the decision a little bit harder. That being said, I think my basketball play may benefit from shorter hair. It has in years past. And Neil O'Shea is the only one I'm trying to impress when we're discussing between him and the female population of Portland.
I think they're going to be there anyway. But I noticed that you've even taken into account that the aerodynamics might be in your favor if you cut the hair a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get every thing that matters. I might start shaving my arms next.
Pat, what are you most looking forward to in terms of what do you know about Rip City, not just the basketball team, but the city of Portland overall, and what are you most looking forward to learning more about?
So it's funny. One of my best friends from college played on the Notre Dame soccer team, and they won a national championship, and he was actually drafted 5th overall to the Portland Timbers. So
wow.
I already have a connection out there, which is kind of ironic. And when I was out there for the summer league training camp before we went to Vegas, they're in season, so he brought me around the stadium, brought me around the city. Other than that, I had never been out there before, so he was the one that kind of, taught me a lot or showed me a lot that the city has to offer, and, I'm just excited to get back.
Well, and FYI, I just want you to know what you saw when you got here, the sunshine, it's 365 days a year just like that here in Portland.
In Boston, it doesn't snow either. So,
what is the rest of your summer going to be like? When are you going to get to Portland full time? Looking for a place to live, all that good stuff, and kind of settling into your new surroundings.
I'll start looking now from afar, and then as the end of the summer approaches, I'll get out there a little bit earlier. I think they want the rookies and the young guys to get back around the beginning of September. I'll probably get back around the end of August and, settle in and, prepare for the season. I've never been through it before. I've never been through the 82 games, never been through a training camp. So to be out there early and to work with the strength guys, the coaches, and learn the trainers and learn just how you have to not just work as hard as you can, but also manage your work so that you're working smartly and you're not, overdoing it before, game 53.
Well, I know this much. Pat and I are going to get along great, except for one day out of the calendar year.
Uh-oh.
Growing up in Los Angeles, I'm a USC guy. So when SC plays Notre Dame, we're going to be at odds that day, Pat. I'm just telling you this ahead of time that we're going to be at odds. But we'll have a friendly, wager of some
you can't
sort.
Wage. No
friendly wager. It doesn't have to be money.
Like dinner.
Maybe
wager, like
cutting hair.
I'll
maybe
have him shave his head.
Yeah. See, there you go.
That would be wonderful. Yes, I want in on that bet. I'll shave my head.
No, one of us already has a shaved head, Pat. So it would have to be me that would have to take that bet. So we'll think of something creative. But because the Irish now, they lost their quarterback, right? He left?
Yeah, Everett. He was one of actually my friends, pretty close friends. He left. He went to Florida State. But, we got a kid by the name of Malik Zaire who have also grown to know, and he's looking to step right in. And I'm not going to lie, I think the Irish are going to be quite good this year.
Where's the game this year? Do we know? Is it in L.A. or South Bend? That might determine.
I'm not sure yet.
You might have to give me.
I'll have to check on that.
You might have to give me points if it's in South Bend.
Wow, no points. Everything is head up.
Yeah, this is a straight-up win or loss.
Well, we'll find. I'm trying to remember who won last year. I don't even remember who won last year, but
USC won last year. I don't want to talk about it.
Then I think it was in LA last year. So you might have the benefit of a game in South Bend. So that'll help going in. But we'll have plenty of time to talk about that. But thank you so much for the visit tonight. Great summer league. Congratulations on that, and we'll look forward to checking in with you when you get to town. And of course, by then we'll probably know what decision you've made on the hairstyles and other things that the fans will want to know about you. On Twitter, we should ask your Twitter address. I think you've already gotten a pretty good following, but for those who want to continue to follow you, where can they check you out on Twitter?
Planet Pat 5.
I love it.
Which is the number I'll be wearing in Rip City.
Planet Pat 5. Very nice. All right, Pat, thank you again for the time. Enjoy the rest of the summer, and we'll see you when you get to town in early September.
Thank you very much for having me. I enjoyed it.
Pat Connaughton, he's well-spoken, and a guy, you think of all the great players at Notre Dame over the years, Stone, here's a guy that's first all-time in school history in games played. Nobody has played more as a member of the Fighting Irish than Pat Connaughton.
It was like a set number, but never mind.
There you go.
Not like football, I guess.
139 total.
Wow.
And he loves his Irish. So, but he's going to be a popular Blazer, I think, for a lot of different reasons. So we'll come back and talk about the NBA trade of the day. What does it mean for the balance of power in the Western Conference? And also look ahead to the Rip City 3-on-3 tournament coming up this weekend. It's Trailblazers Courtside. We are simulcast on Comcast Sportsnet, the Blazers Radio Network, and stream live.